Mr. Jagdeo made clear from the onset that he has never lost an election he contested, and if he could have or had any intention of running again, he would have swept the majority to regain power. But now that the CCJ has ruled that Mr. Jagdeo cannot sweep again, the opposition leader in his usual style on Thursday expressed confidence that the PPP will form the next government in this country. He said the coalition has set the bar so low that any person from the PPP can run and win the next elections.
The reason there is so much interest in who will be the PPP's candidate at the next election is simply because that person will be the next president of Guyana. Contrast this with the struggle that is taking place now within APNU.
Mr. Jagdeo said that the majority of Guyana knows that the People's Progressive Party will be back in 2020, and that is why the government and their supporters are running scared.
We'll work hard, all of us will work hard to ensure a PPP victory in 2020. So I notice, I want to assure people in our base particularly, because they get a little worked up and worried when they see all of this going on, worried about the future. And I say to them, don't worry about the future. We are not going to allow, we're not departing the scene as some people would wish.
But before anything else, the party has to select a person as presidential candidate, and already young Charles Ramson Jr. has signaled his intention to contest the post to be PPP's presidential candidate. Mr. Jagdeo has already said that the next PPP presidential candidate has to possess certain qualities, and to this end he was asked whether the younger Ramson is in that category.
The youngest Charles Ramson would have announced that he's interested to contest for the party's presidential candidate. Do you see Mr. Ramson fall within the category which we would have outlined a presidential candidate would be Tuesday?
I will, at the appropriate time, share my views. Others will share their views. People who receive nominations will then be placed on a ballot, and the members of the Central Committee will vote. And whoever emerges with the top vote, the entire party will support that person. That is how we work.
Among the names being floated to emerge as presidential candidate for the PPP are Irfan Ali, Frank Anthony, Anil Nandlal, Charles Ramson Jr. and Gil Teixeira.
Mr. Jagdeo, really? What if who the party select challenges you for whatever reason, because as it is now, you're seen more or less as the face of the People's Progressive Party.
That person will have to have their profile. They get a chance to build a profile, and that person has to create their own space too.
Roy and James, GP Nightly News.